Alan Clements Uncensored. Thank you for listening to my podcast. A few notes about the presentation. After years of scripted talks, many of them methodically outlined, some even memorized, at least in part, I decided to drop that style and simply speak spontaneously from my heart. So that's what I do. My talks are raw and improvisational. I make them up as I go along. In addition to my World Dharma talks, I also offer at times readings from my books, Instinct for Freedom, A Future to Believe in, The Voice of Hope, and Wisdom for the World. I also offer readings of my personal notes, sometimes guided meditations, dialogues from my World Dharma public forums, interviews from radio and television, and sections from my show, Spiritually Incorrect Meets Relationship Incorrect, The Great Reckoning, and the occasional conversation with someone I find interesting. I also want to express my deep gratitude to the people who have made donations to me, either a one-time or recurring donation, either on the support page of my website, alanclements.com, or pledged a monthly amount as little as $1, perhaps $3 or even $5 a month, through my Patreon site. If you're inspired to do so, you can support this podcast and my work by making a monthly pledge at Patreon. That's patreon.com, patreon.com/Alan Clements, and there you'll find my page. You can use a credit card or pay through PayPal, and your monthly pledge, that's what it takes, just a few minutes to set up, allows me not only to do my work, it allows me to create my art, use my voice, speak my Dharma, free of commercial consideration or advertisers. Thank you from my heart for taking the time to listen to my podcast, and thank you for your generous support. I hope you enjoy the presentation. So as we begin this short sitting, guided meditation, may each of us, if we so choose, to honor and acknowledge our intimate friends and family. We're in this together, and all beings beyond our native countries, all beings worldwide, the young, the old, all nationalities, all religions, all life forms, a recognition of life. We are in life, we are life. And lower our humble hearts in recognition that we're in this together. And if you feel inclined to acknowledge your own being, I use the word the sanctity of your own being, the innate dignity inherent in the organism, the human, you and me, all beings. The desire for freedom from fear and freedom from want, the basis of democracy and universal human rights. May we consecrate this act of meditation, the development of compassionate, generous, mindful intelligence for the benefit of ourselves, our family, all our fellow brothers and sisters, all life, near and far. All of us sitting somewhere on this planet right now. May we bring them into our field of presence. In a time of isolation and distancing, may we become closer by bringing life closer, bringing our heartbeat closer, bringing our frailty
more intimately into the breath, the mystery of the breath, the uncertainty of the next breath, so be it. And with it, a recognition that oxygen and blood and food and nutrients and social connection and all things in this environment give us this life right this second. I'm an able-minded, bodied being. I can give, I can feel. I'm empowered by function of being alive. May I invite you, and please invite me, to situate this conscious, transparent awareness within our own body and mind. As there is oxygen clearly in this world that we all breathe, may this clear oxygen of conscious, transparent awareness be like that transparent air inside of our being. It illuminates the phenomenology of the body and the mind. We see it, we feel it, we know it, nor do we keep it. We just simply feel. Sitting upright, sitting down on the cushion, sofa, bench, chair, wherever we find ourselves, making peace for these few minutes with this spot. Occupying a posture that reflects our innate purity, our innate dignity, beams of conscience. During these few minutes, let's just simply embody the mindful practice of non-fixation. Open-heartedness, open-handedness, and simply allow this mindfulness to feel the breeze, the mystery, the sound, our memory, our hope. An open-heartedness to co-occupy all dualities, all memories, all fears and hopes and dreams. Let us abide in this transparent river of non-fixation. Let it flow, this conditioned stream of impermanence. Every sound, every heartbeat, every pulsation of every molecule of blood in our body, every stream of light, every birth at this very moment. May it just flow into this deep, radical trust in the inherent intelligence of this infinite context that we're all embedded. The mindful, intelligent practice of non-fixation and radical trust. Let the breath breathe on its own. Whatever we feel on our body, inside, on our skin. An open-handedness. An allowance. And that too. Changing river without fixation. However we feel it, however we perceive it, stay within this transparent awareness as home. And let the phenomena flow on. Let this intrinsic river of anicca flow on. In us, around us, through us. Together, an open-handedness, a non-fixation, a gradually increasing, cool, calm peace of existential flow. Please, each in our own way, may we embody this transparent, conscious, mindful awareness of the flow of experience. Be the change. And let that too flow through us. Non-fixation, non-centrality. Conditions in flow with an awareness. Of anicca, impermanence. Let us drink in the wisdom of this anicca, of this anatta, emptiness. And simply be in the river of impermanence and flow. Whatever thoughts and sensations, sound, images, hopes, memories, or fears, narrations or stories, anticipations and doubts, and that too in the open-handedness of this timeless, directionless river of transparent flow. And that too. As is so obvious, the mind will situate in a whirlpool of thought and emotionality. Therein we're called to exercise mindful presence. A thought, a tiny whirlpool. As soon as we bring an intelligent awareness there, the whirlpool ceases. And we abide back in the flow of change. Learning that fine art and the bravery associated with it to feel deeper beyond the conditioning, the habits, the narratives, the conveniences, stories. Inhabiting the body and the flow of sensations. Let the breathing breathe on its own, and the mind will flow in its own way. Seeing thought as it arises, allowing it to pass, and not necessarily fusing with it, and engaging the content. Resolution through allowance, to access more intuitive, pre-intuitive revelation. And inhabiting the body and the change of sensations. One breath, one heartbeat at a time. In breath, out breath. Sitting. Allowing all phenomena, all thought, states of mind to pass through this beautiful state of awareness. Neither reject nor keep, grasp or avoid. The transparent flow of all phenomena, mental and physical, inside and outside. We have tasted personal peace. We can cultivate this anywhere, anytime, any posture. Exactly in the way that each of us are inhabiting our mind and body and life at this very moment now. Remember it, recall it, and apply it. Like learning a new word. The intelligent application of mindfulness, of flow. Mindfulness of flow. Open-heartedness, open-handedness. The art, the practice of non-fixation. Centerless freedom. Anicca Vata Sankara, Upadavaya Damino, Upatichava Nirjanti, Tesam Upasimo Sukho. All phenomena in this mind and body and life, all dimensions everywhere, impermanent, anicca, changing, conditioned, without centrality, a lawful change. Through the eye of wisdom and mindful intelligence, may each of us understand and abide in this intrinsic change. And be in wise flow with this change. And find peace, serenity, equanimity, and happiness with this wisdom. And please, when you feel inclined to change your posture, open your eyes, take time for a silent lunch until 2, and we'll come back and continue with the afternoon session from here in Ubud in Bali.
That has been Alan Clements Uncensored. Thank you for listening. You can find the entire list of my podcasts at alanclements.com, along with my books and upcoming events and live broadcasts. In addition, you can also book a private session with me if you wish by phone or Skype on the website. If you're a regular listener or simply feel moved to support my work, you can make a one-time donation or a recurring donation, a tax-deductible one, in any amount you feel comfortable, either on the support page of alanclements.com or a monthly pledge through my Patreon site at patreon.com/AlanClements. Thank you for listening to my podcast, and thank you for sharing word of it among your friends and on social media. Thank you from my heart. Until the next time, blaze on with fearless love.